is famous around the world for its culture and cuisine. Cambodia is home to one of the seven wonders of the world. Vietnam and Burma are known for the violence of their wars and regimes. But to the outside of world, Laos is forgotten.
Nestled in the middle of Southeast Asia, Laos is a fascinating land of breathtaking views and diverse people groups. The lazy Mekong River flows through a nation that boasts stunning mountains, intricate temples, and centuries of tradition. But all this beauty hides a dark reality. Bearing the scars of a secret war and the burden of communism, Laos and its people are hurting.
The 6.5 million people are from over 100 distinct ethnic groups. 2/3 of them are Buddhist, and most of the rest practice traditional animistic religions. The spirit of oppression is thick over this country, and with the introduction of the communist government in 1975, religious freedom is now a thing of the past.
It is illegal to evangelize. Missionaries are restricted. The Lao Christians are among the most severely persecuted in the world. Every year, many believers and pastors are caught by the police and disappear forever. The vast majority of the Lao people remain unreached by the gospel.
The Laos of today is a dark place, but there is hope.
God promises to always preserve a remnant, and He has done so in Laos. The small population of Christians in this country are on fire for God and are willing to die for their faith. They met in secret and risk their lives daily to spread the truth of Christ to their people. There's no such thing as a lukewarm Christians in Laos. The cause is just too great.
Despite the risk, God is raising up leaders among the Lao Christians and is bringing missionaries from around the world to this frontier nation.
We have been here for the last 3 months, and the Lord has called us to the Lao Isaan people. These are the people that lives in the Isaan region of the northeast of Thailand and Laos. Most of these people are unreached with the gospel, wherein it's only 5% known to be Christians, and not so many, only few missionaries come in this area. I don't know why, but for us as a family, we are called to be here long term, and it's a tough place to be, and so much oppression going on because of the ancestral worship and the spirit worship of this people group. But these are the people that is close to God's heart, and it's close to our heart. And my husband and I have been praying before we came here from the Philippines for a month. And the Lord spoke to us clearly to be here in this time, and it's long term.
Nong Khai, Thailand is which are the base of 10 minutes from Laos, and still under construction right now, and will be a pioneering ministry and we will be hosting some outreach team. And
Yeah, the base has living quarters. That's why we have teams coming all over the world. Some of the facilities that we have are still under construction, but it's livable. People can stay.
we have a lots of empty space on the base. We're planning to have an English language school by next year.
Kids.
For kids, my wife is teaching them
For free, and
For
it's for
free.
free.
Yeah, I've been ministering the Thai church and children ministry every Saturday, and I can invite them, the children.
So we will be starting the discipleship training with one of those empty spaces that we have under construction this time. And there will also be some other trainings that will take place basically on discipleship. And in the future, Lord willing, if the base will be livable, then we can have preschool, which is our leader's vision, catering to the village children in the Isaan area, and even a small business enterprise that we are working out in the future.
So YWAM Nong Khai Thailand is a partnership of Mekong Foundations, which have a livelihood program, healthcare program, educations, and some partnership also the HIV AIDS foundations.
We have a big place because we have a big dream for Nong Khai and even for Laos, especially for the Lao Isaan people. The people that is so close to God's heart and close to our hearts. It really breaks us when we hear some of them, perishing without even knowing Christ. And it's really a sad thing, to see the loss really lost in the eyes of God. And staying here in Nong Khai and living in this place makes us dream more for Laos and for the Isaan region. There's a lot of ethnic groups in Laos and even the Isaan region that needs us, and it really breaks our hearts when we see them perishing without even knowing Christ. So it's a big need, really, really big need to come and go for the frontiers.
So you guys, we need you to volunteer with us. We need some constructions worker to finish our building, and some volunteers, healthcare volunteers, staff, and even the electrics and drivers over us to come with us and commit YWAM Laos.
If God is calling you in this area, especially for the frontiers, we need a lot of volunteers. English volunteer, short term, long term, even 1 week, 2 weeks, it doesn't matter. And even people who has a heart to reach out, to do team hosting, who has gifts in whatever, you will be utilized and used mightily in God's kingdom, especially in this area, because we really, really need a lot of help.
God's Spirit is upon Laos, and He is working in this nation. He has preserved His remnant, raised up leaders, and called for missionaries. Now it's time to answer that call. Pray for Laos. Pray for safety for the Christians, boldness for the missionaries, and an increase of people willing to risk their comfort and safety to bring light to dark places.
Come to Laos and live out the Great Commission by ministering to a nation that desperately needs hope.
The harvest in Laos is plentiful, but the workers are few.
All authority in heaven and on earth has
All
been given
authority
to
in
me.
heaven and on earth
Therefore
has
go
been given
and
to
make
me.
All
disciples of all
authority in
nations,
heaven and on earth
baptizing
has
them
been
in the name of the
given
Father,
All
and of
authority
the
in
Son,
heaven and
and
on
of the
earth
Holy
has been
Spirit.
given to
Of the
me.
Son.
Therefore go
them
and make disciples
in
of
the
all
name of the
nations,
Father,
baptizing
and of
them
the
in the
Son,
name of
and
the
of the Holy
Father, and of
Spirit.
the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.